Now, one more thing that we need to touch on before I conclude your lecture, kitten. Do not ever try to change me. You want me to be more open and cuddly, more flirty and openly holding your hand when we are walking on the street. You'd like me to just once let you take control. Let me spare you the heartache. This will never, ever happen. Not ever. Not even in your wildest imagination. I've had enough switches and even other doms trying to submit me. I've grown as a person. I know what I want and how I want it. And I haven't taken it kindly when someone does that. All hell will break loose if you try to pull a sneaky one on me. And it's not going to be enjoyable. I do not submit. I hope I made myself clear. The most you can push it is being a power bottom with me. And that's the end of the line. Also, I value my freedom. You may have noticed that I'm a workaholic. I am absolutely addicted to workahol. And I'm not going to kick the habit. I usually work 60 plus hours weekly, not counting any work I put into my channel, my Discord, my Patreon, or any other social media really. Also, not counting the time I take to write scripts, like this one, which was in its final draft, no joke, 16 pages long. To record, to edit, to upload videos, create thumbnails, and so on and so forth. And on top of that, I am very sociable. I go out regularly. I love to hang out with friends. I love to date and spread my wings. I do not share my pets, but you will have to share me. I will never be bound to just one person. I will not settle down and start raising a family. And I do not need a partner to feel complete. And I want you, my wee brat, to be the same. Do not change your priorities for me. Do not give up on your hopes and dreams. Nothing needs to go out the window when we get together. It's a game of cat and mouse and we're just here to enjoy it. I promise you to fully respect your boundaries and ask you to not try to overstep mine. Also, just to reiterate, I am going to break you. I'll step on you, I'll choke you, I'll tie you up. I'll take you in any way I want. Use you to please me and maybe sometime let you know that I am using someone else for my pleasure. Your body is my canvas, and I like to have multiple canvases at all times. However, you cannot be used by any other dom without asking explicit permission from me. And you will not ever put your hands on me or try to dom me, and I will not even entertain the thought. Also, I will make you feel guilty for misbehaving. See, it's not all about aggression and assertiveness. I might just need to ask you if you really want to hurt me with your words. If you're sure you want to go there and treat your dom like that. And this should be enough of a warning for you to change your act. Does that sound fair to you? Good. Those are very productive sessions. I honestly loved teaching you the basics. Now scurry off and find yourself the dom of your dreams. And if you wish, come see me later tonight. Maybe we are already a perfect match. Oh, I can already tell how much I'd love to break you. Now be a good girl for me and go play with the other kittens. I will join you shortly. Oh. Last but not least, before I forget, everything I've taught you up until now, which was a lot, could potentially change. If any of my requirements and expectations are not suited for you, but you want to make it work, there's only one way forward. We must communicate. Living the BDSM lifestyle means communicating about wants and needs constantly, making sure we're always on the same page. Otherwise, this dynamic would turn abusive. And that's not what BDSM is about. It's about love and pleasure for every party involved. As my little, I don't think I will have any issues with asserting dominance over you, since you would naturally rarely be feisty. But with your bratty side, you might try to be defiant. So we'll have to see how much you question my authority and put you in your place when you overstep. One thing I heard before, but completely disagree with, is that some brats don't want to be tamed. That if us doms feel like taming a brat, we should just move on and find another submissive that will be a lot better fit for us, and the brats to find a dom that will appreciate their brattiness. Let me reiterate on that. This is, by all accounts, daft. If someone is defiant and cheeky all the time, and the dom is not allowed to put them in their place, and even if they do, they get more back chat, then we're talking about a toxic interaction. Neither the brat who wants to be submitted by their dom gets what they want, nor does the dom who now has to switch into a subby position to appease the brat. This is destructive and outright ridiculous. If you feel bratty but don't want to be submitted or tamed, that's fine. You're just not a brat as defined in the BDSM community. You're a princess with an attitude. There are so-called brats who just love to say no and always do the opposite of what they're told. And this is where I draw the line. If someone's like that, they're not even submissive anymore. They're flat out manipulative and passive aggressive, and I'm not here for it. There are many other doms out there who might take on the challenge, but I personally refuse to work with such brats. Now, I think we are now finally at the end of our lecture. This was a very long one. You did really well taking notes, sitting by my leg and being a good girl as you are. I hope you're able to take it all in. Also, that's what she said. But don't be afraid to ask. Most importantly, do not assume. If you're not sure, always ask. And now, go off and play with the other kittens and teach them proper etiquette for their mistress. I'm sure they are eager to learn. Off you go.